The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Rivers now on second down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And open left side, it's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal. And now he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 20. Yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 47 yards on the ground. So he rips off a great run and shows you why this year he's top 10 in rushing in the league.
And looks like he's trying to move up fast on the leaderboard, doesn't he? Top 10, looks like he's running to get into the top 5.
Being chased out left. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a first and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Prescott down. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kareem Martin in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. On the crossing route, that's complete to Clark. He got 29 yards that time. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Prescott going to come up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
2nd down, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott sixth touchdown of the season, and the Cowboys will extend their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And now look at him go. The 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now come the Cowboys. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's got some space. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, 77 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. And he'll bang that one through. Rosas now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Prescott now on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Looking to throw, Prescott. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Giants. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for Shepard deep. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And give him a gain of 37. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. Muscling free near the 40. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes you'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. So they have the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. David Irving continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll drop the throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Josh Doxson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are in for 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
46.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Prescott now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Sweat, hey. 46. Go, get out there. Go get him.
First down, Prescott. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup.
26.
A first down throw for Prescott. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Alec Ogletree coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The deep ball for Dotson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. "14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on first down.
Gun. Here we go, 46.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Second and 10 now from the 27. A second down throw for Prescott. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. He sets to fire deep. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Here go 46. 26.
On third down, it's Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Flush to his right. And will find his man. It's Clark. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To the air again, Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys are in for 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. David Irving in the for his 5th sack of the year.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
26.
A first down carry by Elliott. Muscles him off. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And some space here. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big run that time by Elliott. 54 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Prescott to throw it. Steps away to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
All right, now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short term.
And got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for the Giants. 41 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Wayne Gallman is running back, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to go for a big play now, and he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Josh Doxson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Rosas now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. Prescott off play action. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
46.
Prescott on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And that one results in 35 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 10 more there and another first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? First and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys he pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A second down throw for Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open. That's Clark. They lost him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. Shedding the tackle. Still on his feet. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
Again to Elliott. And an alley to run. Pass. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 47 yards. And the count under their lead. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. What'd you say, 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Fighting him off. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. Dancing to his left. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll set up to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They give this to Elliott. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And now running right through it. That good for 22 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now a desperation. And now here's another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. throwing here. Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on off.